Hello folks, thanks for tuning in on my channel and welcome back. In my previous video I talked about 6 reasons why fitness and speed skaters should include cycling in their training program. This video will be interesting for cyclists and triathletes and perhaps also for other endurance athletes, as it will address several reasons why they can benefit from including fitness and speed skating in the training program. Being an age group triathlete myself, I noticed several advantages of skating as a cross-training alternative for both cycling and running that I'd like to share with you. The first thing I like to mention is the practicality during travels. When you have to travel a lot for work, for instance, and need to stay in hotels, the small size of skates are a big advantage compared to the size of a bike. Bringing your bike during traveling can be a hassle. Hotel fitness bikes often are not fit for the job and of crappy quality. Since skating uses the same muscles as cycling, it can be a good alternative instead of cycling. This brings me to the second reason. Both skating and cycling, especially on a TT bike, are executed in an aerodynamic and hunched over position. While during cycling you can rest the arms on the handlebars, during skating you need to engage the core muscles to stay in this aerodynamic position. This can be very strenuous, but when you participate in a half or full distance Ironman triathlon, there's also a lot of stress on the lower back muscles, especially when on a trial bike. So skating in an aero position can definitely have a positive training stimulus on the posterior chain, which can help to maintain good form during the bike leg in a triathlon. Reason number 3. Balancing out leg muscles. Cycling on a time trial bike is mostly quad dominant because of the steeper angle of the down tube. So unfortunately the glutes and hamstrings are neglected in a way which is a pity, as they are very powerful muscles. Skating, on the other hand, stimulates the glutes and hamstrings enormously, resulting in a better balance between the muscles of the upper leg. This is also why you see that all elite high-speed skaters have very well developed bottoms. Also, runners can benefit from strong glutes and hamstrings, for instance, in terms of injury prevention. So, especially in a triathlon, during which you both have to run and bike, a lot of stress is being put on the legs, and it seems logical that having strong glute muscles and hamstrings have a positive effect on overall performance. The fourth reason is about range of motion and direction of movements. Skating strides work leg muscles for longer time intervals and through a greater range of motion than pedal strokes that are restrained by the cranks. Besides, you're not only moving in a sagittal plane, but also in a frontal plane, challenging more muscle groups than cycling or running alone. This will make you stronger overall and might have a positive effect in terms of injury prevention. Reason number 5. High-speed skating season is complementary to triathlon and cycling season. So therefore, skating is ideal as a cross-training endurance sport in the off-season. Furthermore, there are a lot of cyclists and skaters who alternate both sports and perform at high level, like I also mentioned in the previous video. Reason number 6. Improving balance, coordination and agility. Since skating is a technical sport, and moving forward on tiny wheels with no brakes demands good balance and coordination between upper and lower body, but also between left and right leg. Apart from that, having no brakes or a handlebar, this asks for agility in order to avoid obstacles along the way. Number 7. Skating might be a perfect cross-training for a time-crunched triathlete. As many triathletes have to fit both work, family life and training in a limited amount of time, Skating might be a good alternative for both running and cycling if you have just 1 hour to spare and cannot decide between the two of them. Reason number 8. Breaking monotony of triathlon training. Being an age group triathlete myself, I know from experience that training each discipline day after day might get boring after a while and gets you in a rut. Skating can break this monotonous training regime while still preserving specific fitness, and may you keep mentally healthy. So, and finally we've come to the 9th reason. Enhanced aerobic benefits. Skating was found to be a better aerobic workout than cycling. Skating is weight bearing and therefore more muscles are engaged, leading to a higher oxygen consumption that in return might have a positive effect on overall fitness and performance. Also, a higher oxygen consumption means that more calories are burned during a specific amount of training time. So, in conclusion and referring to my previous video, skating and cycling go very well together and are complementary of each other on different aspects of endurance training and might have a positive effect on overall performance. Of course, when you are competing at a high level, specificity in training is key. However, aforementioned reasons may be supportive in reaching those goals. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll not miss any of my future uploads. Your support will be very helpful to grow my channel even further. If you have other suggestions why skating can be beneficial for endurance athletes, please let me know in the comment box below. Well, this will bring me to the end of the video. If you want to know how skates can benefit from cycling, then click on the link on your left. And if you want to know more about skiing and Nordic cross skating and how that sport can be advantageous to your daily training regime, then hit the thumbnail on your right. In the meantime, be active to get fit and to stay healthy, and I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao!